Character cards and attack types.
Welcome to the world of Genius Invocation TCG.
And Hitler Tells. This just looks like... I can never remember the name of the card game in The Witcher. It starts with G, damn it. Doesn't it? Doesn't matter. I know what I mean.
Simply put, this is a game where you control character cards to duke it out with your opponent. Pew, pew, pew.
Pew, pew, pew.
Once you've defeated all of your opponent's character cards, victory shall be yours.
Watch it, watch it.
Now then, you're gonna need a character on the field to start.
Well, you've put 2 on, neither of which are the cards that I came here with, but, you know, happy to use. The brothers fighting against the Hilichurls. It's so poetic. Select Diluc as your first active character. Set active character, okay. Diluc, Tempered Sword, Searing Onslaught, Darn. So I guess it's based on their actual abilities. What does that mean? He uses a sword. What does that mean? No freaking clue. I've got to confirm my selection. Jeez. Oh, I suppose. Ah, I see.
Let's go.
You attack first. Why? What did I do to earn going first?
We roll 8 elemental dice at the start of every round.
Ah, so elements will come into play. They're so cool.
These dice correspond to elemental energy.
What's that?
We'll be spending these dice to perform actions.
This is amazing. Can I get this shit IRL? I want these dice. And I don't mean like cheap plastic crap. I want some like quality metal. Yeah, that's what I want in my life. Well, I mean, why? There's like I have any other choice. Entering action phase. Action phase. Your turn.
Once the roll phase is over, you'll enter the action phase, where the real game starts.
Okay, 8 dice. Those are my dice rolls. Yeah, there was something over here, though, that I didn't really know. Okay.
During the action phase, you can spend elemental dice to perform various actions.
And do I get bonuses for the element being of the same element of my character card?
Of course, the most common action is to use character skills.
So 8 dice. Do we then do this again and they get to roll the dice? Because it seems rather one-sided. And then I don't know what that is. 2 actions? I don't know. Select Diluc's elemental skill. Okay. 3... Does it use 3 dice? Is it going to use 3 red dice? Is that what we're interpreting this as? Then how would you get that? What is that? I guess I'm getting ahead of myself. Okay, Diluc's elemental skill will cost 3 power dice. Ahaha, I was correct. After selecting this skill, you will select the elemental dice that must be... Why do I have to select them? Like, it's gonna pick them by default, is it not? It needs 3 dice that are pyro. It just picks 3 pyro dice. Doesn't matter which throw it is, they're all the same. Deals 3 pyro damage. For the 3rd use of this skill each round, deals +2 damage. Okay. Oh, it's already selected them for me, I suppose. Okay, so they're selected. Use Searing Onslaught against the opponent's active character. Yes, so I've clicked on this person. Boom, and he only has 1 health remaining.
Huh, not bad. You just made your first attack.
Oh, and it keeps count of the Searing Onslaughts to extra damage, I suppose. Kaya must have something, and you guys must have something as well. And it put the fire effect on it. Cool, how do we get more dice, though?
During the action phase, both sides will take turns making their moves.
Okay. I feel like all my here is going to give me some bludgeoning. Sorry, slashing.
After you use a skill to attack your opponent, it's their turn to attack.
What, do they have dice?
And as you can see, once the enemy finishes their move, it's our turn again.
Uh-huh. I mean, that's great, but does this mean this can go to whatever element you want? Because, honey, I do not have 3 pyro. We have 2 Omni dice amongst our rolls.
Now, these are Omni Element dice. They can be spent on any move regardless of the elemental type.
Well, that's cool. Question is, how do I get to my 3rd roll when I don't have enough dice, period? Oh well, okay.
So, we're gonna use them to pay for the pyro dice needed for this skill. Go on, give it a try.
So I can't attack him? Can I attack him? No, it has to be the active... Really? It has to be the active card? You also click the skill button to use the skill. Okay. It's like massively overkill. We could have just swiped him with our sword.
That was pretty good.
Just saying, it
Let's
seems like a
wanna
waste
put
of
it down
dice.
for the count. Bam!
Like, if I'm understanding the rules correctly, that sounds like a massive waste of dice, and I don't need to be building this up to be able to get shit done, but I guess it's educating me. Okay, so I don't know how I get more dice, though.
But the game has only just begun. Remember? You have to defeat all opponents to win.
Okay. So it looks like DeLuca's going to go down before Kai gets in the battle, before he defeats it.
As much as we'd like to attack again, seems like we've run out of usable dice.
That would be correct.
In that case, let's end this round.
Does that give me the ability to get more dice?
After you end round, you won't be able to do anything else this round.
Would make sense if I could roll my dice this round.
And once everyone chooses end round, we can move on to the next round.
Well, that's great, but he's going to hit me real hard. What? Didn't it say 3 before? I'm not sure I understand his cards, but that's okay. Isn't he just going to bludgeon me again? Oh. Okay. Sure. Round 2, you attack first.
All right. Here we are, a fresh new round. Woohoo! And a fresh new round means time to roll the dice again. That's how we're going to get the elemental energy we need, after all.
Okay, but if the opponent has more dice just chilling, they can just continually attack you till they use their dice while you've already hit end turn. Huh, that actually feels like the Witcher one as well. Why can I can never remember its name. It's embarrassing. Roll phase. I need pyros and omnis. Well, that is an absolute
that's
shit.
some terrible luck.
Yeah.
Well, there's no way we'll be able to use Diluc's skill now.
I mean, it's hella scripted, but Jesus, that's revolting.
But don't worry. Situations like these are why we have the option to reroll.
Can we do it just
Once
once?
per round, you can select all the dice that you don't like and re-roll them.
How about all of those? Oh god, that's still pretty traumatic.
When the action phase begins, the player who first chose end round in the previous round takes their turn
Which
first.
makes sense, because the other person could have gotten off extra attacks if they wanted to, / had the dice
This
to do
means
so.
that since you finished first, alrighty then. Let's learn a little bit about energy and elemental bursts.
Oh, because we're about to use the third one. Yep, okay.
Each time you use a skill, your character will gain 1 energy.
They must be energies, yep. Last round we used 2 skills, which means that we have obtained 2 energy. This is correct.
Once Diluc's energy is full, he can use a powerful elemental burst. But we're still 1 short.
Oh, it's not... Oh. So once we max out his E ability 3 times, then we can use the Q ability. I thought it would just trigger on the 3rd. I wasn't thinking about this like, you know, the in-combat abilities. I was just thinking about it like, okay, on the 3rd it will proc. No, you've got to go through 3 of them entirely and then separately use the burst. Okay.
Never mind. Let's start with a normal attack instead.
Why? We have the thingies to do it. No, we don't. No, we don't. We're 1 short. Never mind. But do we gain a thingy when we're not using pyro? Oh, Okay, so how does this work? Is that 1 pyro and 2 anythings?
Diluc's normal attack only needs 1
Yes.
pyro die and 2 other dice of any type.
Okay, So we're dealing 2 physical damage using 1 pyro and 2 hydro. Aha! Any attack builds energy. Okay, that answers that question.
In any case, your normal attack needs fewer pyro dice than your elemental skill.
It's less picky, but does less damage. Yep, go. Just like elemental skills, normal attacks grant 1 energy after using them. Yep. Ouchies. Deluke's going down. Especially now that he's got his full energy.
Now we have 3 energy, plus we have enough pyro elemental dice left over.
So you really gotta plan ahead is what you're telling me.
It's time to use your powerful elemental burst!
She makes it sound so dramatic, doesn't she? Okay. Deals... Oh, he's gonna die. Never mind. This character gains pyro infusion. The character to which this is attached has their physical damage dealt converted to pyro damage for 2 rounds. Damn! Not only does it practically kill them, you get an extra ongoing benefit. Whew. The elemental burst, Dawn, can deal a whopping 8 damage. Use it to finish off your final opponent and claim a victory. Bloop.
Time for retribution.
Oh, that looks so well done. Okay. Miniaturized dash shaker. To the next battle. Switching characters and elemental reactions. Okay.
In an actual game of Genius Invocation TCG, you need to use multiple character cards to form a party. Next up, it's time for your second character card, Kaya, to take the stage.
Well, that's atrocious.
Oh, it seems like any move by Kaya is going to cost quite a lot of cryo dice.
Ah, but you want to keep that in case we have to use Deluke. I see. Okay, that's not too bad. Select Kaya's elemental skill, Frostgnaw. Deals 3 cryo damage. Auto selects. Boom.
When you deal cryo damage, you'll cause your target to be affected by cryo.
What does that mean?
Cool it.
Oh, we get dialogue as well. God, he hits hard.
Good! Now our opponent is affected by cryo. This is a good time to learn about elemental reactions.
That's what you meant. Sorry, I was like, does like it work in like TTRPGs where like it slows your speed if they've got cryo? I was like, I don't understand how that correlates here. No, it's just Genshin.
Different types of elemental damage affect enemies with different elements. When a character is affected by certain elemental combos, an elemental reaction will be triggered.
Sorry, I was drinking water.
At the moment, your opponent is affected by cryo, so we should try and use a pyro skill on them. Looks like we have to switch active characters, though.
Aha! And I see the pros and cons. Pro is that we'll switch and get an elemental reaction, which will hopefully do more damage. Con is that Kaya is not going to continually store energy, so I can't use his ability, because then Deluke is going to store the energy. So I guess you got to toss up your approach. Okay.
Oh, that reminds me. Both sides must have 1 active character, while others are considered standby characters.
assumed as much. Okay. So how do I
Normally, we can only use the active character skills.
change characters though?
Now, if we want to use the skills of our standby character, in this case, we'll have to switch to...
Oh, so I don't put him down and put him up. I just click the one I'm swapping to.
You can spend 1 elemental die of any kind
What?
to switch a standby character to the active character.
Dude, that shit's rough. Wow. This better be bloody, just the best thing in the world to cost me a freaking die.
Let's finish this swiftly.
I don't think it's going to be done swiftly, my friend.
Switching characters is an action, just like using a skill. So once it's done, it's your opponent's turn.
Congratulations, Deluke. You've taken the field just to take a strike. Pwah.
Most skills can
Oh,
only
he's gonna roll
target
up
the
hard.
active character. As you can see, your opponent just attacked Deluke.
Most skills? Oh, that's concerning.
Alright then, now that D-Luke is our active character, it's time to use his skill.
Okay. He's been inflicting pyro damage on me. Interesting. Yeah, but what's the benefit? I don't see... Oh, I only see it here, I suppose, because it's 3 damage. But I guess the extra 2 damage comes from there.
Because the opponent is already affected by cryo, dealing pyro damage triggers the melt elemental reaction. When triggered, melt increases damage dealt by 2.
Oh, does each reaction have a different effect?
This will allow you to deal loads of damage in one go! Genius Invocation's elemental reaction system is pretty cool, huh?
I mean, yeah, but couldn't we have still done massive damage by just maxing out his energy and then using his special move? It would have taken us the exact same number of turns, and it wouldn't have cost us a die. Right? Anywho. Alrighty. Number 3, action cards and support effects.
Alright! Next up, let's learn how to use card types other than character cards.
But the character cards are the fun ones.
These cards are all known as action cards. Each time a match starts, you have to draw 5 action cards to form your starting hand.
Ish.
Uh-oh. Looks like we don't have any elemental dice we can spend to make an...
This is rough. Oh my god, I've still got nothing. Holy shit, what do I do with this trash?
Seriously? We still don't have any usable dice even after that reroll?
No, but it looks kind of pretty with the colors. Okay, so what do I do?
Well, never mind. Even in cases like this, we can still attack. We just need to put the action cards in our hand to good use.
Okay.
Don't underestimate action cards. They can grant all kinds of support and buffs to your active character. Take this one, for example.
Okay, so the dice help you make stronger attacks and get elemental reactions and whatnot. But you can still do basic pleb attacks with your other cards. Expand hand. Select white iron greatsword. Does it have to be a weapon that he can use, or can it be anything?
So playing this action card will require 2 of these. See the symbol? Yeah, that means you'll need to play elemental dice of the same type.
Okay. Sure.
Some other cards will cost you these instead. The cost requirements for these are much more lenient. You can spend any kind of elemental dice.
Right.
We'll cross that bridge when we get there, though. For now, just play this action card.
Drag this card, play it onto the field to play it. Ow! Yep, I was gonna go for the Geo anyway.
So, playing an action card from your hand is a form of fast action. Fast actions do not end your current turn.
Oh, so you've got to play it to put it on his card, and then he has to use it still to, like, actually use it. Okay.
Simply put, you can continue to act even after playing an action card. Well then, you have your blade. Time to test it out.
Yeah, but you still haven't told me whether it has to be a weapon that the active character can use. Because we picked the greatsword because he can use it.
But wait. D-Luke's elemental skill costs 3 pyro dice, and right now, we don't even have 1. Well, not a problem. This is where we can use a more advanced mechanic known as elemental tuning. By discarding 1 card from your hand, you can convert 1 elemental die into the element of your current active character.
But then why did we need to give him the sword? I thought the sword was getting around the fact that we don't have the correct elemental dice. But you're saying I don't need to worry about that. I just need to physically discard a card to convert one of those to pyro, which I could then use to use his basic attack. His normal attack took 1 pyro and 2 other dice. So I could have just discarded a card. She's making this overly complicated. What's the point of doing this if you can just do this? What benefit am I gaining from this?
And this card isn't useful right now. So we might as well use it for elemental tuning.
Your descriptions are confusing me. Ah. Yes, so it has to be their type of weapon. Okay. Yeet. Turn it into pyro.
Sometimes you won't be able to perform any actions you want to because you didn't roll the elemental dice you wanted. Oh well. Moving on. Ingenious Invocation TCG. Keeping up a constant flow of combat is much more important than the number of cards you have. In this case, well, let's just take all these useless cards and use them for elemental tuning. Just like playing cards from your hand, elemental tuning is a fast action.
And you can do as many of those per round that you like?
Come on, hurry up! Use
I can
elemental
just...
tuning to get yourself 3 pipe.
Okay.
Well, would you look at that? Finally, we now have enough elemental dice to use Searing Onslaught.
Okay, so then the question becomes, if we're trying to do that, does that give me bonus damage or something? Because the way you were setting it up, Diona, was telling me that I could do that and not require elemental dice. But you're now telling me that's not the case. So do I instead just get extra damage? In which case, why were you setting me up to think the opposite was true? I don't know. Why don't we just get rid of Paimon while we're at it? Oh well. I guess in case we've got to sacrifice her for Kaya next round. Okay, collapse hand. No. Get out of here. Select Deluxe elemental skill.
Because you have the white-iron greatsword equipped, Searing Onslaught will deal 1 extra damage! What?
I was expecting at least +2. 1 extra damage? Sure, whatever. Do we get different cards every round, or is your deck of cards for the entire game? I don't think we'll ever know the answer to that question. And does the card disappear? Does the greatsword disappear from his card and you can only use it once, or can you use it multiple times? Answer me these questions, Diona. Intent and final test, but I have so many questions. I don't know that I fully understand everything.
Now comes the final part. Hoo-yeah! In a real match, you can make adjustments to your initial hand.
Okay, who's this?
At this time, we can select any number of cards in our hand to shuffle back into the draw pile, and then draw the same number of new cards. What?
I mean, that's great, but it requires me to understand what the cards do, what purpose they serve. What does these cards do? Everything but the weapon card I don't understand. So, Sweet Madame in Favonius Cathedral. Oh, back it up. Sweet Madame, heal the target character for 1 HP. Pfft. Lame. But it's a free action, I suppose. And the Cathedral, support card, end phase. Heal your active character for 2 HP, which is of 0 use to you if the other person is still going. But if the other person decides to end the phase first, and then you have your actions, then you could use that and not take the extra damage, because otherwise it'd be redundant. I see. Okay, that's cool. What does she do? Witch's Scorching Hat. When a character uses a skill or equips a talent. Huh? Equips a talent? What does that mean? Spend 1 less pyro die. Once per round. A character can equip a maximum of 1 artifact. What? Talents and artifacts? What? You've completely confused me. I suppose you're an equipment card as well. What are you? The bestest traveling companion. Yeah, well, your bestest grammar is killing me. Event card. Convert the elemental dice spent to omni-element. Huh? does that mean you spend them and they come back as Omni? Or do they change element to Omni as you use them? I don't know.
Once you have confirmed any adjustments you wish to make to your starting hand, both players have to select their starting active character at the same time.
I don't know, dude. This seems complicated.
This one's a real doozy.
You don't say.
We gotta take it out pronto.
Yep.
Let's see how you do this time. Remember, start by selecting your initial starting character.
Well, that's great, but what weapon did I get? Yeah. What weapon did I get? Is this a greatsword? So obviously it has to be Diluc.
Let's finish this swiftly.
Jeez Louise, we have no luck here. I don't even know if I want to keep the cryo. Let's do it. Jesus Christ, Diluc. What the hell am I meant to do with you?
Hey, look at you. You sure are getting the hang of these roles.
You're joking, right?
Let me teach you one last trick. Free of charge. You can preview your opponent's actions. I mean, that is to say, you can read their intent. Check it out. So here's where you can see all your opponent's intentions for this round.
Isn't that cheating? That feels just awkward.
All your opponent's intended actions for the round will be listed here. Reference this to come up with effective countermeasures and easily defeat your opponents.
That seems like cheating.
Well then, that's the end of the
Just
tutorial.
saying.
You're on your own from here. May victory be yours.
Yeah, no, Theo, I need you to hold my hand a little bit longer. I don't think I've fully understood what I'm doing here. Well, it has to, because it's be two of the same, doesn't it? I forgot about that step, not gonna lie. Okay, so he does 2 extra damage. What do you do? Broken Rhymes Echo. When a character uses a skill or equips a talent, spend 1 less. Okay, well, you're only useful for Kaya. And you're only useful for Kaya as well. Typical. Spend 1 less pyro die. Just to remember what she did. So if we get rid of that and turn that into pyro, then we take that and we sub it for pyro. Then we take that and put it on him. Then put that shit away. If we click on have Diluc, yes. See, this is what we were wanting. It doesn't really make it amazing, but it's using the resources I had on me. Except I now have nothing for Kaya. Oof, rough. I have literally nothing, unfortunately. Unless I use my final card to convert something and then attack, which seems somewhat wasteful in round 1, but I suppose there's only 1 card. Sorry, Kaya. Sus, dude. Just gonna do me. Oh, you absolute twit. Oh, I done ruined myself. I could have left it. I didn't even think about the fact that I needed a 3rd. Damn it. Drat. It's gonna wallop me. No, that seems like a waste on your part.
Wait. There's one more thing I almost forgot. Every every time you hit an end phase, you get to draw 2 cards from your action cards pile. Remember, you have to make use of both your elemental dice and your action cards to win.
Okay, that answers that question I had. Can these stack? Oh shit, I forgot about the dice. Jesus, cryo fucking central here. No. Seriously? Jesus, you want me to use Kaya, don't you? But oh, my buffs are on him! Can I double stack? A maximum of 1 weapon. A maximum of 1 artifact. Well, hell. Y'all suck. I can't even use delete to attack. Yes, I can. I can do a basic bitch attack. Or I can convert something. I am gonna convert, so that's useless to me, the Animo to Pyro. Then I'm going to use you against you and deal 4 damage. Yes. And then we're switching to Kaya. We are switching to Kaya, sacrificing one of those. Yes.
Ready when you are.
You better believe we are. Hit me. Really? Why would you do such a thing? I'm just gonna wallop you. Actually, I don't even need to really get rid of you because I have enough dice. So I'm just going to get my elemental reaction and win, right?
Dodge this!
Okay. I mean, there are intricacies to this game that I don't have a grasp of, but I guess I kind of understand the base rules, I suppose. It's kind of just feeling my way through it. Seriously though, I want a set of that dice. Proper metal shit and like beautiful lighting coming through here. I want some quality dice. Make it happen, guys. Genius Invocation TCG is a tightly paced, heart-stopping tabletop card dueling game. Utilize your decks by constructing them around character and action. Ah, that's a good point. You want to put your action cards to match your character cards, and then it all synergizes. And go toe-to-toe, why not head-to-head, with various opponents at the table. Roll phase. You roll 8 elemental dice at the start of each round. After throwing these dice, you will have 1 chance to choose any number of elemental dice. Reroll. Elemental dice. Each elemental die is 8-sided. Blah, 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 blah. Use skill during image. Yep. Switch active cards. Play cards. Yeah, see, I don't get... What's this? Strengthening specific characters while support... Cards can be used continuously, provide buffs. Event cards will immediately take a one-time... event cards will immediately take a one-time effect when played. So it will immediately turn 2 into random. That way either any of your characters can use them. I say any like it's more than 2. Either your cards will then be able to use them. But why is there a 3rd card there? Why do you have 3 cards? Best not to ask. Elemental tuning. You can discard a card to get 1. Yep. Declare round end. Once the declaration of the round is over, both players will draw 2 cards and begin the new round. Alright.